my experiences, both within the art world and outside of the art world, influence the things I create. The inspiration for each of them was a little bit different. They're both mixed media pieces, both collages. For the one that's called Don't Panic, I created it during the time when the vaccine for COVID was just about to come out. And if you look at the image, you can see a lot of ordinary people with the image of the virus itself formed on their heads. It's kind of the red spiky image that we've all come to know. And to the right of the image is a man holding up a big vial of the vaccine. So it appears like he's sprinkling the vaccine on them. And the reason I created that is to try to inspire some hope in people that vaccine is coming out, it will be okay, and we can move on from this. For my other image, it's a lot more lighthearted. It depicts a boy standing against a landscape, and in the background, there's a big moon, and it's all made out of collage and a bit of chalk pastel, some paint, a bunch of different textures. Those textures are created on newsprint. So if you look very closely, you can see some of the words. And he's got his one hand raised up. It makes you wonder if he's writing something on the moon. Is he waving to the moon? Is he pointing to something? And that was done intentionally to make the viewer wonder, to take a second look at something that seems to be ordinary, but is really not. In the foreground, there's black and white images torn up and collaged together. When you look at it from a distance, it looks like maybe he's standing on a bed of rocks, but then when you get closer, it could maybe be waves. So again, to make you wonder and to let the viewer interpret their own story after they look at the image. I like to choose collage because I think it lends itself very well to taking something that's ordinary images that we might see every day and turning it into something a little bit different. With the second image, it lets the viewer kind of interpret it in their own way. And it also allows me to repurpose the images and see how I can transform them. I just think it's really interesting to use everyday ordinary things in a new way. Initially, you might think it's one thing, and upon closer inspection, you might totally rethink that and realize it's something else. Look more closely and more carefully at an image or a person or a situation.